Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is year 7 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoyed the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a transcript can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection is from Surah 12, Al-Hajj, or the Pilgrimage, verses 1 through 10. These verses discuss a scene from the Hour of Doom, the cycle of life in this world and life in the hereafter, and the fact that people still invoke other deities besides Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. O mankind, have fear of your Lord. The catastrophic quaking of the Hour of Doom will be terrible indeed. On that day, you shall see that every nursing mother will forget her nursing babe, and every pregnant female will miscarry. And you will see people as if they are intoxicated, though they will not be drunk. Such will be the horror of Allah's chastisement. Yet there are some among people who, in their ignorance, argue about Allah and follow every rebellious devil, though they are doomed to seduce whoever takes them as their friends, and lead him to the punishment of the burning fire. O mankind, if you doubt that there is life after death, remember that we first created you from dust, then from a sperm, then from a leech-like mass, then from a morsel of flesh, partly formed and partly unformed, so that we may manifest you to our power. We cause you to remain in the womb, whom we wish for an appointed term, and then we bring you forth as infants. Then we nourish you so that you may reach your age of full strength. There are some of you who die young, and some who live on to their abject old age, when all that they once knew, they know no more. You sometimes see the land dry and barren, but no sooner do we pour down rain upon it than it begins to stir and swell, putting forth every kind of beautiful growth in pairs. This is because Allah is the reality. It is He who gives life to the dead, and it is He who has power over everything. And this is a proof that the hour of doom is sure to come. There is no doubt about it, and that Allah will raise up those who are in their graves. Yet there are others among you who wrangle about Allah, though they neither have knowledge, nor guidance, nor an enlightening book, twisting things around in order to lead others astray from the path of Allah. For such persons there is disgrace in this life, and on the day of judgment we shall make them taste the punishment of burning fire, saying, "This is what you prepared and sent forth with your own hands." Rest assured that Allah is not unjust to His worshippers. Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Thank you, and be well.